Welcome to the latest episode of Poetry Pea. I'm Patricia, all alone on the podcast this week, but I do have the company of some great short-form poetry to read to you. Because this week, I'm bringing you Linda Ludwig's choices from our YouTube video prompt from June. The video prompt was a little video taken on a holiday I took in Thailand. Thank you to all of you who took part and supported this Poetry Pea project. I really hope you've left your poems in the comments section this month. If not, you have until July the 31st to write them so Linda can read them. And you know it's not just Linda who reads them, but June's prompt was seen by nearly 500 poets from all parts of the globe. And of course, the successful poems do get published in the journal, which is why they won't be in the show notes this time. Have you seen the latest journal? There's a link on the website if you'd like to purchase it. It's our most substantial version yet. Many thanks to everyone who contributed and to the editing teams. Publishing the content we create together really wouldn't be possible without them. And while I'm talking about submissions, it's Haibun reading time here at Pea Towers. If you're listening to the podcast in real time, of course. If you're not, check out the submission pages on the website and see what we're up to. There's always something going on. Who knows? It might be a flash coup call-out. Are you signed up to the mailing list? If not, you'll miss the chance to submit. I have a cheeky little topic in mind this time. So who caught Linda's eye in June? Shall we find out? Dawn Canal, the oarsmen draw a new horizon. Dawn Canal, the oarsmen draw a new horizon. Anne Morrigan. Silent and slick, the bow wave curl of butter. Silent and slick, the bow wave curl of butter. Tony Williams. Morning paddle, a red-winged blackbird cuts the silence. Morning paddle, a red-winged blackbird cuts the silence. Reed Hepworth. And I was telling Reed I've actually seen the red-winged blackbird now on my holidays in the US. Never seen them before. Lovely little things. Millipede dashing across the kitchen floor, a chorus line of legs. Millipede dashing across the kitchen floor, a chorus line of legs. Kurt Paulish. Slow currents, the river thinking my thoughts. Slow currents, the river thinking my thoughts. Kathleen Trockmay. Now before I go, you know I like to share some book recommendations with you from time to time, and I can't remember if I told you about a book that blew my socks off this year. It's called A Boy and His Dog at the End of the World and written by C.A. Fletcher. It had me hooked right from the start with its first line. Dogs were with us from the very beginning. And it kept me hooked to the very end. And there were tears along the way, as well as absolute fury. One of the reviewers, Peng Shepherd, author of the Book of M, summed this book up perfectly for me. She said, "Family, loyalty and humanity amid the lonely but beautiful wilderness of the end of the world, with a gut punch you'll never see coming." And you know, I always pride myself on seeing the twist, and she's right. It really took me by surprise. If you've read it, did you see it coming? Let me know what you think of it. If you have read it, that is. And if you haven't read it, as I said, I really recommend it. It's the sort of book that should be talked about. So, I hope you've enjoyed the poetry we've heard today. I hope you enjoy my book recommendation if you read it. And I hope I'll have your company again next week. Until then, keep writing. The book recommendation will be in the show notes, but as I said, you'll have to wait for Journal 223 to read these lovely little gems in print. But you can always go back and listen. Ciao!